Hi, welcome to the Rittner Floral School in Boston, Mass. I'm Dr. Steve Rittner, and it's a pleasure to welcome you into one of our classrooms today, the time of the year, fall. And the subject of this video I think you're going to really enjoy. It's how to make a fall centerpiece using a pumpkin. That's right, a pumpkin. Now we normally consider the pumpkin as being something that definitely is associated with the fall of the year. We all enjoy carving them and doing neat things with them for Halloween. However, we could use this particular item at any time during the fall because it definitely reflects the fall colors, the fall theme. It is an amazing container for our use. And what we've done here is we've taken a pumpkin, we've hollowed it out, and we've got a container inside the pumpkin. I always generally tend to like to put a container inside the container when we're dealing with things like pumpkins, watermelons, things like that. So we have a container inside. We also happen to have foam in our container, and we've added a little bit of foliage, so we're ready to go. There are some designers who will put even a container underneath the pumpkin just to play it safe to make sure that we don't have any kind of leakage. But I think that this generally works pretty well where we've got the container inside, foam and foliage, and we're ready to go on this. And we're going to make a great centerpiece for the holidays, and I think you're going to enjoy this. This is one that could be used as a centerpiece. It's also something that could be used on a mantle in an entry area. It could be used in various capacities depending upon what you want to do with it, really. And what I'm doing is I'm starting off with some of my bittersweet. This stuff is amazing. Bittersweet comes available to us from the folks of Blooming a Beloit, Wisconsin, and I'm using this to create my general contours of my design. You can really have some fun with this material. It is really great. If you don't have bittersweet available to you in your area, certainly there are many berried materials ranging from hypericum to winterberry that you can play with to come up with an interesting effect. And what I'm doing is I'm just starting my design by using some of my bittersweet just loosely here and there through the design. I think that it gives us a very nice kind of quality and texture to the arrangement, and I think it adds a lot to the feeling of this as definitely being a fall piece. Now, the nice thing about these kinds of centerpieces is that we can do all kinds of things and use all kinds of materials. And we have some of these seed pod hydrangeas available, again, courtesy of the folks of Blooming a Beloit, Wisconsin. And I'm going to work some of these. This is a design meant to be viewed all the way around, so I'm going to take a few of my seed pod hydrangeas and put them in place so that we have something there with that as well. And the nice thing about these kinds of designs is that we can mix materials, and we have so many different wonderful things available to us at this time of the year. Our gerbera, for example, one of my favorite flowers. And look at the amazing colors they come in. They come in yellows, they come in bicolors that include orange to it. And the advantage of using something like this is look how fast it fills space. It is truly an amazing flower, fills space very quickly, and we can come up with some really cool results. How about a lily? We've got a lily here, and again, it's absolutely amazing. I've made sure that on the use of my lilies in this design that we have removed any of the pollen prior to use, and that way we're not worried about it coming off on linen or anything else in terms of clothing and so forth. So I've got a couple of lilies that I'm working in here, and so we have a really cool effect on our design. I'm going to take another one of my gerbera and I'm going to place it in here. I'm trying to kind of weave it around my bittersweet. So you can see that it doesn't take very much, and we can come up with a very cool effect very quickly and easily using some of these materials. I've got a few other things that we want to mix in. Of course, we're going to mix in some of our everyday workhorse type flowers, our carnations. They work so well, and they come in these amazing oranges that are perfect for this time of year. And notice how I'm just gradually filling these in. I'm going to add another one of my carnations up here, and I'm going to work some things in towards the back because, again, this is meant to be viewed all the way around, so I'm going to make sure that I get something back there and another one over here. I think you can see my viewer. I am really into this because this is going to be on my table and it's going to look great, and we're going to get all kinds of nice comments from it. Let me work another one over here. So you can see, my viewer, how with just a few of our carnations worked in here, how that's filling space and it's creating a body to this thing. It's bulking it up. and we're getting something really, really nice. Now, in addition to these carnations, we can use some other materials too. And typically at the fall, we think in terms of things like our palms. And so I'm going to work in a few of my palms. This is the daisy variety. Isn't it pretty? It's big, it's showy, it's lovely, and it fills space very, very nicely. These things hold up very, very well, incidentally. These palms are very, very strong keepers. And I'm going to work a few of my palms also, not only on this side, but also to the other side of the arrangement, because I want to make sure that this is viewable all the way around. And so I'm working something here, something there. I'm going to work another one of my palms in over here. Again, my viewer, you're looking at the front side, but I want to make sure that we have things in all directions. This is the Athos palm. It is an amazing palm. It is absolutely great. It is green. It's bigger than the old-fashioned button palms, but it really creates a lot of character to designing. And I figure let's work a few of these in, because this certainly is going to add to the dimension and character of my design. So with a few of our Athos palms, we can add and get some interesting effects on our arrangement. Are you getting psyched, my viewer? Do you see the possibilities in some of this kind of stuff in terms of the things that you can make to come up with very, very neat effects for the holidays? This kind of design could be used at a Halloween party. It could be used for Thanksgiving. It could be used on a Thanksgiving table. Could be put on a sideboard as part of the Thanksgiving decoration. We're calling it a centerpiece because it is viewable all the way around, but essentially this could be used in a wide variety of capacities for this time of the year. It works very, very well, and people love them because the naturalness of the pumpkin really makes a big impact and really has quite a lot of visual appeal. So I'm taking just a few more of my items. I'm working them all the way around, working some things in towards the back as well as the front, because we want to make sure that we really have very, very good coverage on our materials. I'm going to work another one of my green Athos here and another one over here. And I'm being very, very deliberate to make sure that I place things in. So notice that we're using a very, very neat combination of materials in this design. We're using our oranges, our yellows, our bronzes, and we're coming up with something that is really, really nice. So what do you think, my viewer? Quick, easy, and fun. That's the Rittner Floral School way. On behalf of all of us here at Rittner's Floral School, I'm Dr. Steve Rittner. We hope that you're having a great fall, that you're enjoying the fall season with both Halloween and Thanksgiving. We hope that you pull out your pumpkins. Don't just use them for Halloween. Consider them an all-purpose, multi-purpose container that you can use with the assist of a liner in there and come up with some great things for the entire season for your family, your home, or if you're a retail florist or a professional, for your customers. On behalf of all of us here at Rittner's Floral School, we thank you for coming in and visiting with us today.